Imagine this. You're standing in front of a woman you're deeply attracted to. Your heart's racing. Your mind is spinning, searching for the right words, the right moves. And in that moment, without even realizing it, you do something, one small thing, that silently kills her respect for you. She doesn't say it. She doesn't need to. You just feel the shift. And later, when you're alone, you replay it in your head and ask yourself, what went wrong, my friend? This moment happens to countless men every single day. Not because they're bad guys, but because they never learned the invisible rules that govern female psychology. Today, we're going to break those rules down and expose the 9 things a man should never do with women through the lens of Stoicism, timeless wisdom that turns uncertainty into power and attraction into something natural. See, women don't just listen to what you say, they feel who you are. And too often, men approach attraction like they're solving a puzzle, when in reality, it's more like playing music. It's about rhythm, energy, and self-control. If you lack emotional strength, if you make the wrong psychological moves, she senses it immediately. That's why this isn't just about dating. It's about becoming a man who commands respect without even trying. Before we dive in, let me say this from the heart. If you're on a journey to become a more grounded, attractive, and powerful man, one who truly understands women and himself, subscribe to our channel Decoded Attraction. Every video is designed to sharpen your mindset, elevate your confidence, and give you an edge in life and love. Let's start with the hard truth. The first thing you must never do is place her on a pedestal. The moment you idolize her, you lower yourself. Attraction dies when the balance of power shifts too far. Women respect men who see them as human beings, not goddesses to be worshipped. You can admire her beauty, her vibe, her intelligence, but never let your admiration turn into neediness. Stoicism teaches us that external things, like her approval, should never control our inner peace. When you need her validation, you hand her the keys to your self-worth. And no woman is attracted to a man who doesn't own himself. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how the guys who try too hard usually end up being ignored? Meanwhile, the man who simply stands firm, calm, and self-contained often captures the most attention. That's not a coincidence. That's psychology. People value what is scarce, not what is desperate. The second thing you must avoid is explaining yourself too much. Men often overtalk when they feel pressure to impress or justify their behavior. But here's the twist. Over-explaining doesn't build trust. It signals insecurity. A Stoic man speaks with clarity, not excess. His actions carry weight, so he doesn't need to keep defending them. Imagine a king justifying every decision he makes to his subjects. Ridiculous, right? Yet many men do this in relationships without realizing it. Pause for a second and ask yourself, am I leading conversations or constantly reacting to them? That question alone can change your entire dating dynamic. Third, never reveal your emotions too soon. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. It means earning the right to be vulnerable. Emotional depth is powerful when it's shared at the right time, but premature emotional dumping feels like pressure. Many men, desperate for closeness, mistake vulnerability for emotional oversharing. But true Stoicism is about mastering your emotions, not being ruled by them. Women respect emotional strengths far more than emotional chaos. Here's a pattern break. Attraction isn't built through what you give her. It's built through who you are when you give nothing. The fourth mistake is letting disrespect slide. Whether it's a sarcastic jab, a dismissive tone, or a test to see your boundaries, your response in that moment defines everything. If you ignore it out of fear of losing her, you've already lost her respect. Stoic men don't react emotionally, but they also don't tolerate disrespect. They calmly, firmly, and confidently set boundaries. And women, even subconsciously, test men to see if they're strong enough to hold their frame. When you do, something shifts. She feels safe and attracted simultaneously. The fifth thing you must never do is chase after rejection. If she's losing interest, pulling away, or outright rejecting you, your instinct might be to fix it. But chasing only reinforces that you're beneath her. Stoicism teaches detachment, not because you don't care, but because you refuse to attach your value to someone else's behavior. The strongest move a man can make is to walk away with dignity. Ironically, that's often the moment she reconsiders. Let me tell you a quick story. A friend of mine once dated a woman who started treating him like an option. He tried harder, texted more, even planned elaborate dates to win her back. She only pulled further away. One day, he finally decided to stop. He didn't do it out of bitterness. He simply chose himself. Within weeks, she came back curious, even attracted again. Why? Because his energy shifted from need to strength. The sixth mistake is neglecting your mission. Men often lose themselves in relationships. They forget their goals, their passions, their identity. And when that happens, women feel it. A man who abandons his mission becomes emotionally dependent. A man who prioritizes his growth radiates purpose. Stoicism is rooted in living virtuously, fulfilling your duty, pursuing excellence. When you stay on your path, women are drawn to that gravity. Purpose is magnetic. Seventh, never try to control her emotion. You're not responsible for her moods, nor should you try to constantly manage them. A Stoic man understands that people will feel what they feel, and his job isn't to fix them, but to remain grounded. If she's upset, listen. If she's moody, don't absorb it. Emotional stability is contagious, but so is insecurity. Be the calm in the storm, not the storm itself. Eighth, don't seek constant reassurance. The moment you keep asking, do you like me? Are we okay, or did I do something wrong? You're revealing doubt, and doubt kills attraction. Confidence isn't the absence of uncertainty, it's the ability to stand strong despite it. She wants to feel like she can trust your masculine presence, not like she has to keep validating you just to keep the relationship afloat. Finally, the ninth thing, never forget your worth. Too many men give their power away because they don't truly believe they're enough. But let me tell you something real. You are the prize. Not in an arrogant way, but in a grounded, self-respecting way. When you move through life with that energy, not needing but choosing, you become the kind of man women deeply respect and desire. Men, this isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about becoming the strongest version of yourself. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It's about embodying Stoic principles. Control what you can, accept what you can't, and never let external things define your inner peace. When you do that, attraction becomes effortless, respect becomes natural, and love stops being a battlefield and starts becoming a shared journey. So remember these 9 things, not as rules to memorize, but as truths to live by. Every time you catch yourself slipping, pause, breathe, recenter. The greatest power a man can have isn't in controlling others, it's in mastering himself. And when you do, everything else falls into place.